Hey guys, it's Destiny, and today was the 2.0 live stream, so I thought that we could go over the characters that were revealed, which is a Black Swan, Sparkle, and also near the end, I'll also go over Misha. And I thought I'd give my thoughts and things I've noticed in the live stream that can definitely be worth taking a look at, and just overall how I'm feeling so far about what they revealed about their kits. And if you guys enjoy videos like these, do make sure to subscribe and also leave a like to increase your chances of pulling Sparkle or Black Swan. The sources are to trust me on this one. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So here we are starting off with Black Swan, and she's a wind character of the Nihility path, which is pretty important to consider overall, just based on the current Nihility characters we have. But as you guys can see, there is her technique, and immediately when she starts her technique, her cards begin to pop up on the enemies, which are later found out to be Arcana stacks. So what's really nice about that is just the technique can immediately put stacks onto the enemy. But now when she uses her basic attack or skill, as we see here, she does the Arcana stack right there. And as you see, this is the symbol for Arcana, and it is her own form of damage over time. So when it comes to playing her with Kafka, this will be really good, especially because this is actually stackable. So because this is stackable, now Kafka has so much to work with when it comes to detonating those damage over times. And something I noticed actually, if we were to take a quick look right here, when she uses her skill, a really cool thing is there's actually right here, this is the defense symbol. So she actually is able to also do a defense drop with her skill, just with alongside the stacks. So this is really good just for damage output in general, and also just for damage over time, centric teams. And right here, as you see, when Kafka detonated, all of that ended up being detonated. So she's going to detonate so much with a character like Black Swan. And there was the Tarot card exploding, or rather the Arcana stack. It stacks up and then it also does damage to them. So that's really good as well. And then when it comes to her ultimate, she will also be hitting everybody on the field. So this is really good as well. So when it comes to Black Swan in general as a character, I feel like she will be honestly incredible for our damage over time teams. A lot of people have been hoping that she'll be great with Kafka, and the fact that Kafka is able to detonate all those stacks, 100%. I'm going to say 100% right now. She's going to be amazing with her, and more than likely, honestly, her best partner. So if you guys are Kafka users, Kafka mains even, Black Swan definitely, I would say, from what we're seeing so far, should be on your radar. And if we were to take a quick look at her on the Honkai Star Rail website, if we were to look at her combat rolls, it just mentions how Arcana is a unique form of damage over time, and she can trigger various additional effects depending on how many Arcana stacks are on the enemy target. So these stacks are definitely going to be really important to accumulate onto enemies during battle. I wonder how that'll make rotations go, but regardless, so far I'm feeling really good about Black Swan, and damage over time is definitely about to become even more meta than it was before. If you guys consider it meta now, I could see it becoming one of the best potential teams, possibly with her release. So now we have Sparkle, and it mentions right off the bat, Sparkle will actually increase the max skill points that the team will have up to 7 now, which is definitely breaking the rules of skill points, but hey, it's all good. And then when she also uses her ultimate, she will immediately gain the team more skill points, as you see, and you can even have an overflow of those skill points for the 7. So right off the bat, her and Xing Shui, in my opinion, is going to be incredibly powerful. And while Sparkle just used her skill, something I noticed right off the bat, if you look closely by Xing Shui, Sparkle's skill will be able to give crit damage increase and also advance an ally forward, which is shown when she uses it on Fu Xuan. And we'll take a quick look at Sparkle on the website as well to see if there's any additional details. But as you see, she advances forward Fu Xuan. And if you look right here, it does show the action value that Fu Xuan did get, but as you can see, it is not 100%. We're not too sure what percentage of advance forward Sparkle will give to the team, or rather to an ally when she uses her skill, but it clearly can advance you forward. It's just not going to be 100% like Bronya. So when it comes to Sparkle and Bronya, they're definitely going to have some similarities. Here's Sparkle on the website as well. And she's a support character that is able to recover skill points for allies and increase the ally skill point limit, which will be up to 7. And she can also advance the action of an ally, increase their crit damage, as I showed you guys earlier in the live stream as it showed the symbol, and then also increase the damage dealt by all allies. She definitely has similar supporting traits to Bronya, and in all honesty, she just reminds me of a quantum version of Bronya. I'm sure there's going to be multiple differences between them once we get more information about her skill kit. But so far, Sparkle's looking really good. I feel like on a team with Xing Shui, she'll be incredible because Xing Shui loves to eat up those skill points to also increase her damage output. And with Sparkle giving crit damage, also increasing the damage of all allies and advancing Xing Shui forward in a team concept of Xing Shui, I feel like this pairing is going to be incredible. And just in general, being able to have an abundance of skill points allows for more leeway with what you can do on your team comps. So I feel like Sparkle will be able to make possibly more interesting team comps happen depending on how many skill points the team originally uses versus how many now you can use with the abundance of those skill points. So when it comes to Sparkle, she's also definitely a character to consider, especially if you don't have Bronya at all, because I know some people don't. She could be an amazing option possibly as an alternative Bronya because of the fact that she can advance you forward as well and give similar buffs. Our last character of today's video is going to be Misha, who is an Ice Destruction class character, and also the 4-star of 2.0, which I believe Misha is going to be on Black Swan's banner as well, so the first half. As you guys can see though, every time a skill point is used, and even when Misha uses their own skill points, they will be able to accumulate these stacks. If we were to take a quick look at Misha, as you guys can see, Misha's a DPS character with crowd controlling abilities. His ultimate has a chance to freeze enemies. And then after allies consume skill points, Misha's ultimate can also unleash additional hits per action. So yeah, it's going to be additional hits per action. So you will ideally want to get, from what it seemed like, 10 stacks. So as you see, we're just going to look back at this real quick. When Misha used their own skill, they got 2 points. And then when they show the ultimate, there are 10 points. So that'll result in the ultimate dealing 10 hits. So ideally, you'll want to get Misha stacks all the way up to 10 and then use the ultimate, I would assume. So this will be really interesting though. If the multiplier can possibly get really high, this could definitely make Misha potentially a powerhouse at the end of the day. So Misha could definitely be worth considering when it comes to an Ice Destruction class character to build up. And I'm super excited to see what Misha will actually bring to the table with the freezing capabilities and just in general being able to do multi-hits. I'm really excited for that, and I think Misha will actually be pretty good with Sparkle because of the abundance of skill points. So overall, our 2.0 characters, I am very, very excited for them. I think all of them are honestly amazing. They all seem to have something pretty nice to their kits, so I'm pretty excited to see more about them. I might do more of a deep dive on each of these characters soon, but these are just my initial impressions and also things I noticed initially while watching the live stream and also checking out Honkai Star's website to see what information currently is out about them. But all of them looks really good so far. Let me know in the comments down below which one you are most excited for. For me personally, it's definitely going to be Black Swan since I love damage over time centric teams. I think a good amount of you know that by now since I love playing Kafka teams and I also like just building the damage over time centric characters like Sampo, for example. So I'm pretty excited to see what Black Swan will fully bring to the table, but she's looking incredible so far. So yeah, just let me know who you're most excited for. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and I hope you all have a great one. Peace.